welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a nice day. I want to thank my old subscribers, my new subscribers and my recent subscribers subscribing to my channel. I can't thank you enough. If you come across any of my content, I mean any, we're a mixed bags here. I appeal to a wider audience. You know, if you just want to come and have a look, grab a mooch, there's a wee green subscribe button below. If you press that, you get all my content coming to you whenever I upload. And also I have this beautiful community tab where I interact with you all and you're part of the extended family as soon as you subscribe to my channel. And I do polls, I do BTS and everything else, and you get daily posts from me. So if that's something for you, then press that wee green subscribe button below, and I hope to see you at my channel and community tab. Well, I'm going to talk about my experience. Something I got diagnosed with a couple of years ago, and I just want to say I'm not a doctor, I'm not qualified. Go see your GP, physician, whatever. I'm just here to talk about my experience about living with it. So you know, I am not a doctor, I'm not qualified. I just want to get that out of the way, and everyone's experience of this, living with it, is different. I am just here to tell you how I live with it. So today's topic is the truth about living with peripheral neuropathy. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it unfiltered and short and sweet, and just get to the point of it and tell you how I live with it and how I process the diagnosis of having this neuropathy pain, and you know, just my experience. And like I said before in the previous clip, I'm not qualified, I'm not a doctor. I am just here to share my experience and hope there's other people out there with neuropathy pain as well, and we can all get on this one level together and go, oh okay, or you might be feeling that you may have neuropathy pain. So I'm just gonna get on with it. And so basically I was diagnosed around 23, 24 roughly, with peripheral neuropathy on one side. It goes from my shoulder to my leg to my hip to my stomach to my ribs. And also I have Glen form something, I'll put it up here, in my groin. That's another different neuropathy pain. You know, and that's around the groin and private area. And how did it start? Like any other symptoms you get, I was you know, having constant pain in my ribs and my stomach. It was like somebody stabbing me. I couldn't physically eat. That pain was so bad, it was excruciating. So I decided what most people would do is go to that, unfortunately, my doctor, stereotyping ableist CUNT, he fobbed me off a lot. He told me it was my tattoos. He blamed my tattoos for my pain. And I also, like many women experience, if you know, pain, you know, I got told it was in my head and I was making it up. I was in A&E 3 times due to this pain. Yes, 3 times. And you know, it was really getting me down, like to the point like, why is nobody helping me? You know that point where you get like, okay, I've gone to the doctors, I've done the right thing, and you're just getting fobbed off and you're getting told, oh, you know, because you're a person with tattoos, this is your fault, all your fault, and this is why you're having this pain. And you know, you expect a doctor to help you, not go against you. And that's what really peed me off. You know, and that went on for a long time until I finally, with the help of my friend Sally, who kicked them up the arse, you know, after 3 visits in A&E, I said, no, I'm not going this anymore. I need to this looked into. I need to investigate it. It's like, you know, because my doctor can't be asked, and he thinks all this is in my head and it's all to blame on my toes, but toes don't work like that, as you well know. And so yeah, so basically when I was referred to the specialist, I think it's somebody in neurology, somewhat like that, I basically went with my friend Sally, and I'll tell you what, within the first 5 minutes of getting into this woman's office, the specialist consultant's office, she laid me down on the table, she pressed here, there and everywhere, and we talked for about half an hour. And I'll tell you what, she diagnosed me with peripheral neuropathy pain the moment I laid down, and she also said the one about the neuropathy in my groin area, around that area as well. So yeah, that was a relief. The upsides, downsides, well, you know, I tried many sorts of treatment like radiofrequency, but obviously when you're autistic and your sensories are different, I couldn't handle it. I lasted 5 minutes and had a meltdown, and my other option was painkillers designed for nerve damage and gabapentin, and you know the shit show I had with that when I had to get an MP involved at the time, because they were trying to fob me off again with joint and muscular painkillers that don't work, obviously nerve damage, like basically peripheral neuropathies, my nerves are burnt to shite, they are damaged, and we don't know how this happens. Like I said, I'm not qualified, I don't know the ins and outs, but you know, it's when it's one side, I mean peripheral neuropathy can happen anytime, anywhere in your body, but I've got it on one side, and you know, gabapentin helps, because at the time, before I was on gabapentin, like before I got prescribed gabapentin and all that, but I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even sleep on this side, which is my left side. And when I have flare-ups, as you know, in my post some time ago, I told you that I had a flare-up, and it temporarily paralyses my leg, and I can't walk, and I go off balance, and I can't eat, and it gives me fatigue and headaches, and sometimes I'm in bed. But with neuropathic pain, you can't tell when it's coming, when a flare-up is going to happen. It just goes, you know, knocks on that physical, metaphorical door of, hi, I'm flare-up, and we're coming and we're going to make your life hell. And this can last between an hour, 2 hours, 24 hours or 2 days. You know, there is no timeline, and like I said, it varies person to person. So, you know, it's one of them things. I don't want to say it is what it is, because it isn't. And, you know, like I say, with neuropathic pain, it's the flare-ups, it's like you don't know when it's coming. And when it does come, oh, it does come, it's like, howdy, I'm here to make your life hell forever long, I mentioned. And you know, that's the thing about neuropathic pain, because I sometimes lose balance on my leg, especially this leg. When I walk, I don't know if you see it in my shorts, sometimes this leg goes a bit it probably looks like I'm drunk, even though I don't drink, obviously. So, you know, it's many things like that, because I have this like sort of wonk off balance in my leg due to this neuropathic pain. It's not all the time, but when it happens, you know, my balance can go whoop. Do you know what I mean? And when you're an ADHD and motor skills are not grand as it is, it's like, well, double whammy. But, you know, I'm sorry, I'm probably chatting crap, but I'm just trying to explain the best I can. So you're probably wondering, you're probably asking, you know, what is peripheral neural pain? And you're thinking, right, so I'm going to tell you. So peripheral neuropathy, or neuropathy peripheral, whichever way you want to call it, is a medical condition which the peripheral nerves outside of the brain, spinal cord, are damaged, leading problems with communication between the nervous system and the rest of the body. So basically, my brain is not sending signals to my nerves, and they're basically between my spine and my brain, say one side, it's damaged. It's like, yeah, we've had enough. That is it today. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I hope that best explains that. It's like peripheral nerves are a control sensation, touch, pain, temperature, motor function, muscle movement, and autonomic functions like blood pressure and digestion. Damage to these nerves disrupt these functions. So basically, you're a conundrum. You're a massive, like, excuse to pun. You're a massive, which will get on my nerves, but I have nerves, but they're damaged and it affects everything. And like I said, the motor function, me, when I lose balance on this leg, and it's like, yay, that's fun, that's sarcasm, you know. I have to, in these moments, I have to have sarcasm because, you know, this is how one copes with it. I'm not saying you should all do this, but this is me, and you should know me on this channel by now. So yes, we are moving on with symptoms. Like I said, everything will be in the description box. So sorry, I forgot to mention it in the first part. So sensory issues: numbness, tingling, pins and needles, burning, sharp pain, especially in hands and feet. Yeah, sometimes like I get it in my hands, it goes numb. It's really, really horrible. Like I say, motor issues, muscle weakness, cramps, twitching, or loss of coordination. That's what I mean when I say I lose balance and my motor function. And when you've got, you know, being an audio steer and your motor functions are not grand as it is, and this is on top of it, so hey, thank you. Now I'm just going to be a total disaster motor function wise, and yeah, my coordination is like so yeah, I hope that best explains it. Like I say, I'm not very good at explaining myself, but it will all be in the description box. And you can look at the NHS website to see what neuropathy pain is. That better. So, how it affects daily life. Like I said, we are not linear people in peripheral neuropathy pain. So, please just don't go off this. This is just my experience. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to put it out there. Okay. So basically, walking in balance, like I said, my coordination is jammed to F. Mental health, it does get me down sometimes, because when I have a flare up and I'm sometimes in bed with temporary paralysis, it's not fun at all, and I hate the flare ups, and I'm in pain, and it means that I'm sleeping most of the day, which is not fun. Social life, okay, I don't really have social life due to being audio steer, but when I arrange things and I have a flare up or something comes on with my neuropathy pain, it literally puts a knife in me in friends, and I have to cancel. Like I say, I'm not a social butterfly, I'm very introvert, but when it comes to my inner circle, and it's like, damn. So that affects it to that point, but lucky enough I have understanding friendos, so I love you all, my inner circle, for that. Sleep quality, well, I don't sleep as it is due to my audio, but when you've got neuropathy pain one side, it's like, and you're in pain, I can't explain the pain, but when you're in pain and you have flare, it's like you either sleep too much or you don't sleep at all, so there's no in between. Also, let's talk about the medications or treatments. Lifestyle changes. I'm not saying, oh, if you eat a bit, your neuropathy pain will go. And I'm not, as much as I'm a level 2 nutritionist, having a different diet of food is not gonna make your nerve non-damaged. But yes, it can help if you just eat some right foods, but your peripheral nerve pain damage is not going to go, yeah, bye, thank you for eating Weetabix or whatever. This is sarcasm. But do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be that person. Radiofrequency, if you can handle it, unlike me, I can handle it. I'm autistic. My sensory is like hells or bad as it is, and that would like put me in a meltdown pain. But other people can handle it. Painkillers like gabapentin, etc. There's many. I'm on gabapentin. I take 3 diluted in water because I can't swallow pills due to my ARFID 3 times a day, and I get 100 tablets a month. Regular exercise and nutrition. See, this is another conundrum for me because I have scoliosis, and if I don't exercise, then my coach must find sees up, and if I do exercise, if I over-exercise, even if I just walk for an hour, sometimes it can set off my neuropathy pain. I mean, nutrition, yes, it's, you know, this is what I was going by the NHS website, but like I said, it varies on the person and who has the pain and where is the pain, and you know, it depends. I can't tell you, and you know, I'm not an expert in this. I just wanted to share this story with you and my experience because, you know, it's literally a pain. I would say pain in the rear, but it's not. Sorry, I do this when I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, because I've been chatting to you lot on here for many years now, but it depends on the person. I know I'm repeating myself. It depends on where your neuropathy pain is. You know, it could be like me, one side and in my groin area. It could be the whole of your body. You know, like I say, I couldn't tell you because 1, it's not my story, 2, it's not my experience, and 3, I'm not that person. And as you well know, I only speak about my things with me. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not qualified, but it's just my own experience and what it's like to have this chronic illness, because we all live with chronic illness. People go, oh, it's just a pain. It's not a pain, it's more than a pain. It's like I have permanent nerve damage. I'm literally got someone's nerves, and you know, it's not fun. It's, you know, especially when flare-ups come, especially when you physically can't eat because you have this stabbing pain in your ribs and you're something, you're like, oh my god, and then sometimes you're curled up into a ball for however long, and it is not fun. And you know, it's the same with, like I said, with any people with any pain or chronic pain. It's not a competition, we're all the same boat, we've just got a different ways. I'm not just saying, oh, my pain's worse than your pain is, you know. I hate that BS of people having competitions with their own chronic pain out of it. It's like, why don't we just get together in this boat and help each other out and share our experiences? Instead they go, my pain's worse than your pain, and sorry, I'm ranting. But yeah, I'm just here to say, if you have neuropathy pain, peripheral, let me know. If you want to talk about it, comment below. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But if you do, it would be good to hear your experience of it and how it affects you in life. And was you fobbed off by your doctor? Was you fighting every tooth and nail just to get seen? Have you had a good experience? Let me know. It's like, we do not come from judgment here. I'd love to hear your story. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here. I hope that helps, but if it will be in the description box. Please see the NHS website. Like I said, I know I keep repeating myself, but I have to because this is YouTube world, and unfortunately YouTube world, you get idiots out there and go no. So that's what I'm saying. Refer to the NHS website, see your doctor, see your physician, wherever you are in the world. I don't know how it works, it's different. And I hope this resonates with you, and you know, and hopefully if you want to share your experience in the comments below. But I'm waffling as per, so I'm going to leave this here. But thanks for coming, thanks for watching, but don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below, and I will see you for the next one. Love lots!